Man, Robert Moses is right there in the center of your screen. We're going to talk to Robert in just a second because now we're looking at Times Square. Times Square, of course, is where all the action will be in about 2 days from now on the 31st, New Year's Eve, the biggest party of the year, always right here in New York City. And Robert, you are always around Times Square on New Year's Eve, and I know it's one of your favorite times to be down there and actually to have to be working. But you actually have some new information about what's going on down there this year. What's happening?
Yeah, Dan, it's always fun to be around here, especially in these days leading up to New Year's Eve. And I want to bring in my friend Tom Harris, the president of the Times Square Alliance. The Times Square Alliance, in case you don't know, is the official organizer of this crazy party, the biggest New Year's Eve party anywhere around. Nice to see you, my friend, as always.
Good to see you again.
So let's talk about what's happening here today. You have to jet off in a few minutes for the confetti test just to make sure that gravity is still functioning like we know it to function?
Yes, like any great Broadway show, we like to test everything, make sure that there are no hiccups on game day. So at 11 o'clock this morning, we're going to be testing the confetti.
Yesterday, you were here for Good Riddance Day,
yes,
which is an annual tradition. People can kind of get rid of the bad things from 25, look forward to the new things in 26. It was kind of unique this year because you used Broadway show tickets to symbolize out with the old and in with the new.
So we closed the curtain on the bad things in 2025 and are ushering in a positive 2026.
I like what you said yesterday. You wanted to get rid of negativity from 2025. Talk a little bit more about that.
So the country is too divided. It's my hope in 2026 that we find the ways that unite us and we focus on that instead of the ways that divide us.
Amen to that. And a celebration like this reminds us that there's a whole lot more that unites us than divides us.
And if you think about it, one of the last things that we do at the end of the show is play John Lennon's Imagine. And one of the lines is, I think it's the last line, and the world will be as one. And it's our hope that with this 250th anniversary of our great country, that we find all of those things that unite us.
Hold that thought with 250th. Sure. I want to get back to that. Tomorrow is the ball test, and the ball is brand new this year. What's different about it?
So it's a brand new ball. It's the Centennial ball. It's the 9th rendition of a ball. It's a bigger ball. It's 12.5 feet in diameter, over 12,000 pounds. It has 5,280 Waterford crystals on it. The latest in electronics, the latest technology, so it does amazing things.
And we've been reporting on this, obviously, but I think people might have missed it among the holidays. But after that initial ball drop at midnight, there's another celebration of sorts at 12:04. What will be happening after that first ball drop?
So this is the beginning of the 250th anniversary of our country. So 2026 is the 250th. So we're going to be partnering with America 250 throughout the year. That partnership begins on New Year's Eve, where after the ball drops at midnight at about 12:04, we're going to be playing America the Beautiful. The ball is going to rise. It's going to be displayed with America 250 on it, and the 2026 will light up in red, white, and blue, followed by some fireworks, and then a confetti show with red, white, and blue confetti.
And then there will be kind of a second ball drop in 2026 as July 3rd becomes July 4th. And that's unique because it's the first time that the New Year's Eve ball has ever dropped outside of New Year's Eve.
Well, right now we are concentrating on the ball drop in 2 days, and we'll be announcing more about July 3rd. It's our hope that we can work with the city to do something special to honor the 250th anniversary.
I always ask you this, but what's your advice for people who are going to come out on New Year's Eve? If they want to do this in person, which you really should do at least once in your life, what do you tell people who want to come out?
Bring a sense of humor. That's probably the most important thing. It's a long day. It's a long lead up. Dress in layers for the weather. The weather's supposed to cooperate, but you could have some fluctuations in temperature. No umbrellas, no backpacks, no large signs, no drones. There's a list on our websites of the things not to bring. Make sure you stay hydrated, not too hydrated, because there are no bathrooms. So once you're in the viewing area, you need to stay.
So once you get that good spot, you don't want to surrender it. What am I leaving out? What else should we talk about related to New Year's Eve?
So we have an amazing show planned. We create a venue. There are 15 live shows that are being broadcast here. We also have a world feed that goes out to 1 billion people worldwide just to show our event that day. We have over 11 live performances. It's going to start with the singing of the national anthem and end with America the Beautiful. So really a patriotic celebration of what's great about our country here in Times Square.
And I have to say, I just on a personal note, Dan, and bring you back in whenever you want to jump in, but it's always great to get to spend time with you, and you were kind enough to let me participate in your gala this past year, which was so much fun to mark the 40th anniversary of the Marriott Marquis, and it was just such a great event here this year, Tom.
No, thank you so much. You are truly a friend of the Times Square Alliance, a personal friend of mine, and I value that. And the Times Square Alliance works tirelessly 365 days to make sure that people have a clean, safe, and fun experience in Times Square. And thank you for helping us carry on that mission.
It's my honor. And I think, Dan, and the thing that we always talk about Times Square for about 4 days out of the year, but you guys are worried about Times Square 24/7, 365. Dan, I'll send it back to you. Anything else you want to cover with Tom here?
You know, Robert, I was just looking at the temperature because everyone always wants to know, well, how cold it's going to be, or warm, or raining. It's a nice day today. It's a little warmer today, but I'm looking here. It looks like it's going to be like 30 degrees on New Year's Eve. So can you ask a little bit about that? And for people who don't know, like, what time do people actually start getting there and starting to arrive?
So Dan was asking about what time can people start to fill into the pens. Give us a sense of the timeline on New Year's Eve.
So as people start to arrive and the police officers who are making sure that we're all safe start to arrive, they'll be screening people. About 3 o'clock is the time that we tell folks that they can arrive. They'll be screened and then they'll get into their spot.
And even if it's mild on New Year's Eve, dress in layers, because you are standing there for a long time, and 30, 35 degrees may not sound too bad, but that can get biting if you're there for 8 or 10 hours.
Right, and the temperature also changes once the sun goes down, so while you're there at 3 o'clock when it's a little bit brighter, it does get colder, and Broadway is almost like a wind tunnel, so you do have to deal with that. So just sense of humor, dress in layers, and just come expecting to have a fantastic time.
And just a word, if you don't mind, I mean, about the security. Really, this is airport-type security. You're going through magnetometers. You will be wanted if you're coming in here. But can you say a word about your partnership with the NYPD and the other first responders who help make this night what it is?
So no one works harder to keep Times Square safe 365 days than the New York City Police Department. Mayor Adams, Commissioner Tisch have dedicated a tremendous amount of resources so that 365 days a year, the hundreds of thousands of people are safe in Times Square. On New Year's Eve, that's on steroids. They have people from all over the city who come in to make sure that everyone has a safe experience in Times Square.
Not much sleep for you these next few days, unfortunately, but this is like your Super Bowl.
It is. This is the greatest time of the year, the intersection of family, friends, and fun.
Tom, thank you very much. Dan, I'll send it back to you. Any parting words before I let Tom go?
Thank you very much, Robert. We appreciate it. I thought it was so interesting yesterday. We were talking about that Good Riddance Day. And so many people, it wasn't just like, oh, good riddance to candy or good riddance to this. They kind of got a little deep, good riddance to fear for 2025. Next year, I want to be, to take things in a different direction. That's such a great event that they host on.
Yeah, and Tom put it great yesterday when you said good riddance to negativity and to everything that divides us. I think that Good Riddance Day has really become very philosophical and meaningful for a lot of people.
So if you think about it, Times Square, New Year's Eve is really a reflection on the past, the celebration of the present, and looking forward to the future. And one of the things when we're reflecting on the past is we know what's good in our lives, what's bad in our lives, what we want to change in our life, and each year we have an opportunity to make those changes. So Good Riddance Day, it's our 19th year. It was our 19th year doing it. It comes from a Mexican tradition, and it's just a way to therapeutically say goodbye to what we don't want to bring into 2026.
Tom, thank you very much. I'll let you get off to the confetti test. Happy New Year a couple days early, and I look forward to seeing you around these parts soon.
Sounds good. Me too.
Thank you, Tom. Dan, I'll send it back to you. Happy early New Year to you. There's the rain, a little bit of rain starts to fall now. Hopefully there's no rain on Wednesday into Thursday.
Oh, we hope so. We'll talk to Mike about that a little later, about what the weather is going to be like. Mike and Tom, much appreciated. Thank you guys so much.